This is Dr. Caroline Peterson. I'm inviting you to attend the class that I'm giving called Where Are My Keys? How to Prevent and Reverse Cognitive Decline. This class starts on May 21st. It's given in person and also by Zoom. So you can come to Sarasota and attend in person, or you can attend live streaming or online through Zoom. If you attend the class, you also don't have to come at the certain class times. You'll have access to the lecture videos throughout the 13-week class. So there's quite a bit of flexibility for you. The class is given live starting May 21 on Sundays from noon to 3. That's going to be a lecture. We'll have about 50 minutes of lecture and then a 5 to 10 minute break, then 50 minutes of lecture, then a 5 to 10 minute break. And then in the end, we'll finish up the lecture, third hour, and then have time for questions. So the first week of lecture is all going to be about getting to know your brain, getting to know the regions of your brain, the neurotransmitters, what nerves do, just kind of like a meet and greet type of deal. We'll go over the epidemiology of cognitive decline. We'll go over the different types of diseases. Alzheimer's is the most common, and then we'll go over even long COVID now that has a lot of cognitive ramifications. So we'll go over a bunch of different conditions, and we'll go over how the brain actually develops in the first place, and what mirroring do we see as the brain degenerates. And the way this will be taught is to use the real words, the real pictures, so that you'll be able to converse, you'll be able to read scientific literature and feel competent. And it will also be explained in regular people talk. So it's not going to be all just a bunch of jargon. It's going to be something that you can understand and appreciate and dig your teeth into, and enjoy, and hopefully learn something for yourself and other loved ones. So that first week, you'll also be given a handout with the list of lab tests that you can and hopefully will run for yourself or a loved one. And you can do the lab tests either through your doctor, through an online lab if you order them yourself, or if you're my patient, then I can order them for you. So there's lots of different ways to get the lab test done. And you can get started with that as early as the first week, because you'll have the information that you need to make those arrangements. The second week, the lecture is going to be all about understanding the lab. And so it'll be like it will be describing and talking about every single lab test that you'll run, and what it means and how to interpret it. If it's high, if it's low, if it's normal, how it fits with the other lab tests, all that kind of stuff. And so that's how it'll be a lot. That's how we'll spend our 3 hours that day, and still have time for questions at the end, of course. And then the third day, still hoping that you're getting the lab run, may have some back, might not have it back yet. The third week will be a lecture on epigenetics. Epigenetics is all the stuff that you can do to make everything better. So it's diet and lifestyle, basically. So we'll go over all the things that can reverse and prevent cognitive decline. And of course, questions at the end. And then by the fourth week, what I'm hoping is that some people will have some of their lab back, and some people might want to share it. And then if they do, then we can give a few little case studies to talk about what different presentations mean. So if you see lab values like this little snapshot, oh, that means that. And this kind of, when these things occur together, that means that other thing. So that you guys can feel like, wow, I really know how to do this for myself. I'm super capacitated. I can understand what's going on inside of my body, and I know how to treat it. So this class is 13 weeks long, and all of those 13 weeks, we're going to have a discussion board for all class participants. That means that's a place for us to talk. We're going to be like asking and answering questions, seeing what progress we're making, what problems we're having. And it's not like I'm the boss and I'm like in charge of everything. No, it's like everyone is learning, and everybody's going to have information, and people are helping each other, and I'll pipe up too. And it's a collaborative experience because you guys are becoming capacitated to know what's wrong with yourselves and to know how to fix it. Isn't that awesome? So after about 8 weeks, then I'll recommend that you guys run at least some of the labs again, see where the values are. That's really nice because that will give you a chance to see if your treatment intervention is making the types of changes that are beneficial for you. Could be as early as, it could be, if you get the lab run the first week, it could be that you'll already be on the treatment protocol for 10, 11 weeks. You could have already been on it for a while. So we'll look at what the changes are and see if we have to kind of like think about how to alter the intervention a little bit in some way so that you can continue improving. And this is something, of course, that you are learning for yourself, for your loved ones, to be capacitated so that you can really be helpful and knowledgeable. So I hope you'll join me for that. It will be wonderful for 13 weeks sharing together, learning together. So you get the lecture, you get a bunch of PDF handouts, you get links to like how to get the blood work and stuff like that. You get the access to all of the lecture for the entire 13 weeks. What you don't get is like free consults with me. Those are separate. And you also don't get the lab in that. So the whole 13-week class is $99. So you can see like it's impossible to do a consult or lab for $99. So all that, the consults and labs are all extra. And then, yeah, so I think that's it. And I hope you'll join me. I'm in Sarasota at Cypress Pillar, and come in person if you can. Otherwise, we'll see you online. Looking forward to it. May 21. Where are my keys? Preventing and Reversing Cognitive Decline with Dr. Caroline Peterson.